Hello folks, Hot Rod Rodney 25, aka out of Scale Railroad, coming back to you with another Prestonburg area changes update, part A8 of my Prestonburg changes video series 2. I've been doing some work over here. This is going to be the new tunnel portal, which you all seen me do some weathering on, I believe, in my last Thursday night live stream. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't have all the lights on, so I'm sorry if it's a little dark. I'm getting ready to go in for the night, but there's what that's going to look like. And it'll overlap the top to kind of give it a edge, closed up look. The gray, dark gray path that you see painted the whole way down the Prestonburg ramp there is the walkway up to and from to the trolley. And I still got to figure out what I'm going to use for like a station or a waiting platform here. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I will sometime in the near future. It might be an old passenger station. It might just be, an outside waiting platform. I don't know. Because if the weather gets up in around Prestonburg, I'm sure people ain't going to want to go up the ramp in the pouring down rain or the wind or anything like that. And more than likely the trolley will not be running. I don't know. In the weather, bad weather, we'll see. But anyway, that's what the dark gray path is that looks like concrete. It's more like a cement color, but it's a dark gray. But it's supposed to represent concrete. So anyway, where the brown is going to be some kind of landscape. I don't know if it's going to be, little trees, some foliage, stuff like that, bushes, and so forth. But on the brown sides of the ramp, I will have some kind of handrails, guardrails, something like that. This was originally going to be like imaginary escalator. I kind of went against that idea. I don't know if that's still going to happen. I mean, it would only go up to here, and then they'd get off, and the disabled or whoever would have to walk or roll their wheelchair or scooter or whatever down the ramp. I'm not sure, what I'm really going to do yet. It may just be a walking ramp, and somebody would have to push like the wheelchair, disability type people, up the ramp and slow them down the ramp. The ramp is kind of steep, but it is what it is. It's the only way that I could fit it in here. because I really wanted some kind of way up here, because I really wanted to run a trolley up here, and I just felt that I needed, a way for people to get up here, or it was going to be a totally different area, and I didn't want a totally different area in the same area as Prestonburg. But anyway, there's the bridge that you all know I showed on one of my live streams and lettered. Well, I decided to weather it to, kind of give it an aged type look. I mean, it looks like it's got rust running down the wooden sides, but, again, it's my railroad, and my ideas, so it just makes it more looking a little more realistic. Every little thing I do is fine with me. I mean, it's my ideas, my railroad. So, no worries. I like it. The backdrop back there, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. You can tell where I patched it with paint, and then the original black of the actual poster board or foam board. So I might end up having to paint that back there to kind of, or just leave it like that, make it look aged. I don't know. I'll have to think on that idea, but anyway, as we follow the trolley track around, I cut these two old re-railers and soldered them together with a set of rail joiners, and cut both ends of them down to make them a little shorter, to make the piece of track that I needed to go from this curve into that curve, which goes further onto the bridge because of the way I built it. So when it comes off, of course, it comes down here and it'll go to the stop where everybody will load and board and come across the bridge. And I don't want to make anybody seasick, so I'll try to go slow up over the framework. This bridge, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep it over here. I more than likely will, because over here where I just tore all this rock wall and stuff out earlier, this is all going to be foam right here now, like over here, just pieces of foam, liquid nailed down to the platform, then a piece thrown on top for a base, and then the bridge will go across that tunnel, and you'll still have the Prestonburg Peekaboo, which will be the Prestonburg Peekaboo, or Prestonburg Peekaboo River Bridge up on top. And this will be the Prestonburg Peekaboo Portal. Just to let you know what it's actually going to be. It's basically, you're just going to look in there and you're going to see the train pass through from behind this part of the new foam when I get it built, probably starting tomorrow, and it'll pass through this little tunnel portal, or not through it, but behind it, at a distance into the tunnel piece that's right there. But as you look in here, it's at a distance. And you'll see the train going into the tunnel and disappearing. And then, of course, over here, you'll see it coming out of this tunnel portal as the Prestonburg pass through and into this tunnel. And then, of course, all this is yet to be closed up and so forth. So, but I figured I'd go ahead and start working on this side because this ramp is pretty much almost complete except for the handrails that I'm going to build and probably and scenery and stuff like that. I don't know if this is going to be the color of the river or not. I just colored it a greenish color. This may not even stay here. I may just cover it up, repaint it, and just use this culvert underneath the ramp as a drain that goes over here into the main river, which will go, over in through the tunnel portal here at the bridge, and of course probably just in right there before the track. The track's going to represent being back at a distance because of that piece of foam there that I put in like a rock cut. So you will not see the switch through here at all. That was the whole purpose, to try not to show too much, but I want to be able to, when I film, set the camera down exactly like this, and all you see is that tunnel portal, that piece of foam coming down from it, and the track and the train and the river that'll be coming out of the actual portal that's up front here. So that's my idea. Then once I get all this foam built, I will build the tunnel portal for the alternate route, and then I will build the tunnel portal out here for the straight route, which will be about a 20, or coming out of a tunnel portal here. It'll go on to like a 28 inch girder bridge. I'm going to build just like that right there. I'm going to build it 28 inches long, and then I'm going to have a bracket here to support it, a bracket here to support it, and figure out what I can do right here to bring something up to try to support it. And if I ever got to remove the bridge, all I have to do is take it loose from the brackets, take this bracket out, take the air conditioner out, and then the whatever air conditioner I put back in, the brackets will remain the same, the bridge will remain the same. That's my plan. It can be done. I got I had all kinds of ideas before. I'm pretty sure I can handle this one too. The trolley it'll come across the new top of the new foam up here, across that little bridge, and across top of the tunnel river portal. And it'll come across the same way. It'll have a bracket of some kind up here, and it'll have a long bridge. It'll probably look. It won't look realistic because you normally don't have a bridge going the same way as another bridge in the real world, because unless they have some kind of special tunnel special pillars or something holding it all up, if they're bridges that's stacked. Well, this is what this is going to be, stacked bridges. And hopefully, like I said, I'll have a good idea to brace this one, and then have the bracket up on top of the other one to brace the trolley. The trolley will only go over to where the radio is, to the corner probably, because of I'm going to have to figure out how to run the wires clear over there too. I'm not going to be able to run them across here unless I have some kind of connections for my sensor and the track to connect to. Where when I left this section out here, because this is going to be removable, because this is the walk-in door of the shed. This one will not open no more, because even though it's locked up here, it's got an air conditioner in it, and it's already sagged pretty good up here. So it's pretty much on the floor, and it's not because of the air conditioner. It was already sagged down like that before the air conditioner ever went in there. So but yeah, that door is pretty much going to be stationary, I think. I mean, it could probably open if I wanted something large in here, but I don't see me taking anything large in and out of here. The foam and sheets of foam and everything will fit just fine through one door. So anyway, enough rambling. This one will come over and then land on the workbench, and more than likely, possibly cork road bed or foam to run it on. And of course, over there in the mess will be, the next set of lift out bridges. And the trolley will come across on its bridge, across this takeout section, and just stop back there in the corner, like a little picnic area, or souvenir shop or something in the corner there. I don't really know how I'm gonna really do it. So that's the plan. That's the reason the foam or the rock wall is now completely going right there. And of course, I will have to put a little S-curve here and come across, and then it will probably more than likely curve in with a bigger radius S-curve to go across the door so it's a little closer, and so it can swing out into the curve down on the workbench, which will be named Workbench City or something like that. Some weird name. Cause this is a freelanced do whatever I want railroad. So even though I'm running the actual real railroads on here, it's a freelance layout, and it's staying that. So again, like I said before a few times, it's my railroad, and it's just the way it is. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment in the section down below. And until the next update video, this is A8 of my video series. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.